At 62 years old, Jodie Foster remains one of Hollywood's most enigmatic and respected figures. A child star who grew into an Academy Award-winning actress and director, yet behind her brilliant career lies a life marked by struggles, tragedies, and burdens that few outside her inner circle truly understand, making her story at this age deeply heartbreaking. Foster's journey began in the spotlight before she was even old enough to understand what fame meant. Thrust into commercials at the age of 3 and films not long after, leaving her to navigate an industry notorious for exploiting young talent. And though she carried herself with poise and intelligence, the pressures of stardom left scars that would follow her into adulthood. She endured the darkest side of celebrity when at just 13 she starred in Taxi Driver, a role that not only defined her early career, but also entangled her in a nightmare years later when John Hinckley Jr. attempted to assassinate President Ronald Reagan in 1981, claiming he did it to impress her. A terrifying event that left her shaken and forever wary of the dangers her fame could attract. The weight of such an incident at a young age is unimaginable, and though she managed to continue her career with incredible success, those who know her say it left her guarded and intensely private, unable to ever live a normal life without fear of intrusion. Beyond the public traumas, Foster also carried the personal burden of growing up without a stable family structure. As her father abandoned the family before she was born and her mother, though supportive of her career, placed her into the relentless grind of show business. Robbing her of the carefree childhood others enjoyed, she became the breadwinner for her family while still a child, a role that forced her to grow up too quickly and created an emotional weight she still reflects on with a mix of pride and sorrow. Even her triumphs, such as winning Oscars for The Accused and The Silence of the Lambs, came during times when she was internally conflicted, battling exhaustion, loneliness, and the struggle to protect her private life in an industry that constantly wanted to expose it. Later in life, she also had to endure betrayal and heartbreak in relationships. And though she eventually found love and stability with her wife Alexandra Hedison, it came after years of painful speculation, public pressure, and emotional challenges. More recently, the tragedy of aging in an unforgiving industry has surfaced, as Foster, despite her immense talent, has spoken about how difficult it is for older actresses to find roles that match their ability. The same Hollywood that once embraced her now often overlooks her, and fans who adored her for decades find it heartbreaking to see one of the brightest talents of her generation sidelined by shallow ageism. Coupled with this professional struggle are the personal losses she has endured over the years, including the deaths of colleagues and mentors who shaped her journey, leaving her to reflect on the fragility of life as she moves forward. Seeing Jodie Foster at 62 is bittersweet. Her brilliance still shines, her voice still commands respect. But there is an undeniable sadness in realizing how much she has had to endure, from stalkers and trauma to the loneliness of fame. And fans who watch her today cannot help but feel emotional, knowing that behind the awards, the intellect, and the talent lies a woman who has carried an extraordinary amount of pain, making the tragedy of her life at this age something both heartbreaking and profoundly human.